The headliner's not bad. The sun visors were custom made as well. The center light does not, courtesy light does not work. The roof is in pretty good shape considering. I don't see any scratch or dings or dents or anything weird going on there. The package tray is in, no, again, I'm sorry about the camera thing. I'm using my phone and it's a little hard to do. But the package tray is in pretty good shape. They custom made it too, obviously. So that's not bad. The emblem on the trunk is here. It's faded, of course, but it's here. The taillights are in great shape. And again, with the bumper, they painted it black. I've already got bumpers. I'm going to go ahead and replace them, put the chrome back on because I just like the chrome better. The inside doors, the handles are in good shape. I'll probably get some new ones here for these, just because they are in pretty rough shape. Yeah, I probably will, just because. Closer view of this. I do have quite a few things ordered for it. Actually, I've got quite a few things already in for it. I am planning on rewiring it. I'm going to replace these broken and cracked seals. They aren't leaking, but they're hard as a rock. Speaking of hard as a rock, things that, like these, the spark plug wires, they are like rocks. They are just as stiff as they can be. And it's probably just because it's been leaking for so long. And it looks like they've done some kind of, I don't know what kind of rigging they got going on here. I think, yeah, I'm just not absolutely positive what they've got going on here. But carburetor looks to be in good shape. It does run really well. I never did like these things. They look great. These stainless steel covering things here, the braided. They look great when you first put them on. And then not much later, they're like, yeah, they don't look so good anymore. The mount is absolutely soaked in oil, which, pretty much says that's going to have to be replaced. I don't see any leaks in the radiator. I think the leak I got down there is definitely around this thing. So I'll be getting a new radiator hose for that. I do have the dual. Of course, it comes out with single, but I also have a dual master cylinder that I got from Lead, L-E-E-D brakes. And I know I'm not being sponsored by them. That's where I got it. So I'll be showing pictures of everything that I bought for it to replace, things like this. I'm not being sponsored by anyone. This is just me doing what I saw. Now, see, there's obviously some loose wiring here. I believe this is going to be for the horn. I'm almost positive that looks like an original horn there. The other one's over there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but let's see if I can get over there. It's kind of hard to see, but there. Neither horn works, so, and I don't know if it's because of the horn switch or. I don't really know what's causing it not to work. I don't have the key on me or I'd open up the trunk. It's in pretty good shape. The fuel tank looks brand new. What I plan on doing is, it's going to be a resto mod. I'm not planning on putting no 5.0 in here or anything like that. I don't have that kind of money to do that with, but I think I can make this engine look nice and do some cruising and just make it look pretty. I mean, you know, it's a 60-plus-year-old car, so if I can make it look nice and run well. I don't trust the brakes, at least not the front ones. All four, when I drove it here, it was fun. I mean, I had brakes, but it wasn't. I certainly wasn't going to be stopping on the dime or anything. That's for sure. It's not trustworthy. I mean, I can live with the disc in the front and the drum in the back. I'm very used to that, and I'm not concerned with the point system. You know, I know a lot of people don't like it. That's fine, but you know, I've heard too much about that electronic system where it decides to suddenly stop and then you're stuck. And unless you replace the whole, happen to have a whole system sitting there ready to replace it in the middle of the road or whatever, you're pretty much out of luck. Where with the point system, at least you can slap a new cap on it, check a couple of spark plugs, you know, things like that. It's really quick and easy, and you can get it home and not have to call a tow truck or spend an extra $300 having another system sitting in the background just waiting for it to go out. Cap and rotor and all that, just keep a dry rag with you in the car. You can dry out the inside of the cap, and it doesn't take anything to set a rotor. Keep a matchbox with you, or a business card. You know, don't have matches, just use a business card. Everybody's got one of those floating around somewhere in your wallet or something. You can use that to do the gap. Unlike with the electronic ones, you know, when it quits, you can't just slap another part in there unless you got the whole thing. I mean, and that's all preference. That's my preference. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. This is definitely not a instructional video of any kind, if you hadn't noticed. I'm just showing you what I'm going to do with mine. And, you know, if it helps somebody, I do know a little bit about these cars. I know about the 50s and the 60s, so I'm extremely familiar with the drum brakes. I'm extremely familiar with rebuilding most of it. I'm not a mechanic, but because this car is in such good shape, I shouldn't have any real issue with doing what I want to do with it to make it fun. I'm going to change the headlights out too, because although, you know, these were probably great back in the day, but to be honest with you, they're not bright enough for me. I can't hardly see. I'm not going to put the LEDs in, but I'm going to see if I can find some nice bright whites or something like that to replace them with. And I also have things like these bumpers. I'm going to replace these because, I mean, they're just really super hard. And obviously there's one missing over here. And they were really cheap to replace or to buy. So I'm just going to buy it all and put them on. So I think it's going to be a really pretty car once I get it cleaned up and feel a little safer driving it. Right now, I don't feel too safe with it, mainly because the brakes are kind of bad and the oil leak, and now, of course, the coolant leak. But, you know, and maybe I'll put a V8 in it. I don't know. I'm not counting it out altogether, but I'm going to start with the things that I do have. I've got another steering wheel that's, it's a replacement for the original. It's a 15-inch. It's not original, but I have that and a few other things that I'll be doing with it. But I wanted to at least, you know, get another video out and show you what I had planned for it. So I hope my camera work wasn't terribly bad. I guess until next time, I'll try to. I've got an actual camera, but I got to figure out how to use it. Not a camera guy. So hopefully this made some kind of sense. Thanks for watching.